You know you're using bitch the right way if they don't bleep it out on this show. So it could either be, hey, bitch, or this. So you tell me which one was fine.
Pornography is what I call ibuprofen for your penis. It helps the swelling go down.
When I'm on the road, I watch porn so that I don't do anything detrimental to my relationship. I go back to the hotel, I watch me some porn, I beat off, and I watch Friday Night Lights.
My favorite porn is lesbian porn because I think it's the sexiest.
I watch porn once in a while. I don't really need it. I feel like a lot of girls don't need it. I feel like it's a guy thing.
I watch porn first thing in the morning. It's like the news for me. I gotta know what's going on in Syria, and I also have to know what's going on inside of Syria.
Porn creates unrealistic expectations of sex for guys. First of all, 90% of the way guys finish, no girl is cool with.
The first time you try to put your girl in a figure four leg lock to double impact her, she's gonna look at you like you're crazy.
I think I can tell if a guy's watching a lot of porn. Like, you'll get with him the first time and he just wants to do the whole round. Like, front, back, side, slapping, yelling at you. That's not how it's supposed to be the first time. You're supposed to make love.
It's so unrealistic, everything from the situations to the actual people, you know? No one has bodies like porn star people do. It's like huge fake butts and fake boobs. And I know I'm Asian, but the are way too huge in porn.
Watching porn literally changes your brain. I'm not saying don't do it. I'm just saying go to the spank bank as often as you can. You know what I mean?
A spank bank? What is a spank bank?
A spank bank. No, I don't know what a spank bank is. Should I look it up?
Spank bank? Spank bank? I don't know.
Spank bank is the collection of sex that you've had, that you've memorized, you put in your memory cloud.
I had no idea that even existed.
Girls I've hooked up with in the past, just know that I still think of you when I off probably at least once a month. And you get better looking every time.
Do girls have it too?
I don't know, good question. Do girls masturbate to dudes?
Yeah.
Don't have an imagination, just make sure you're in a Wi-Fi hotspot.
I'm so in this internet generation now that I've lost the ability to use my imagination, you know? Like, I just need to see it in front of my face.
Watching porn is way better than your memories. There's a reason why when you go to a movie, you see the characters acting it out instead of some old dude just going, so the X-Men were in the future, and now they're in the past.
I've given a lot of thought to this. My porn name would be first name Al, last name Jazeera.
My porn name would be Deep Cheetah, and my debut would be like a room covered in like cheetah prints everywhere. Maybe I would even like put in a real cheetah. I wouldn't have sex with a cheetah.
Chrissy the D-Day, where I'm having sex on the beaches in Normandy. You know, it'd be things like that, where it's just World War II and
My porno would be called Beef Wellington, Big Enough to Share. So it would be two women at a restaurant ordering from a waiter. We're like, we'll have the Beef Wellington for two. And the waiter would go, coming right up. And I'd walk out wrapping puff pastry, and I'd just lie down on the table, and these two chicks would just go at it. They would each other, and then I would leave. Thank you, and I would just eat all the puff pastry.
If I was a porn star, my name would be Lil Duval. All right, and I wouldn't even have sex. I'd just talk about how amazing I would be if I was gonna have sex. Oh, I'm tearing it up. You know what I mean? I'm not paying for nothing. Rich broke. Hey, I'm about to do me, all right? And you, we gonna find out what that mouth do.
If you look in the mirror and don't like what you see, why not slap on some makeup?
I love makeup. Makeup is necessary. I wear it before I look at myself in the mirror just so I think I look better than I do.
I like makeup, I love using makeup, but I have to be really careful personally because if I have too much on, I look a lot like Bozo the Clown.
A lot of girls will put on makeup to make it look like they're not wearing any makeup. But why didn't you just wear no makeup, stupid?
I can't look people in the eye when I don't have makeup on. I'm sorry for my flaws. I'm really sorry. I don't want to make eye contact with you.
Yeah, it looks good sometimes, and it definitely can make some girls look better, but in the long run, we're gonna find out.
Makeup is a lifelong journey of learning.
I started out just wearing lipstick and nothing else, and I looked like a pale, dying elderly woman.
I learned from my friends how to put makeup on, which was the worst idea ever, because I grew up on Long Island. So I basically just doused myself in self-tanner and then put beige lipstick on.
And I used to overpluck my eyebrows, like they were so thin, and then I would overcompensate it being so thin by adding a lot of eyeshadow, and it would be like different colors. It would look like sections on my eyes.
I dabbled in the dark liner light lipstick, which everybody said made your mouth look like an anus, but actually it was the opposite of an anus because it's dark on the outside.
I figured out how to wear makeup by going to Sephora, and this lady was like, here, use all this. And I was like, okay.
If you can't go get your makeup done professionally, there are so many tutorials online that are super helpful, and they give you all kinds of tips.
The girl code to wearing makeup is even if you think you don't need it, you do, but just don't overdo it because you don't want to look like you have a cake face.
Figure out how your face looks good on it and wear that and be happy.
Faces that you make when you're applying makeup, I think we all kind of make the same ones. Like, everybody opens their mouth when you put mascara on. Like, you have to, like...
It's like the same as the... I don't want to say that.
Like, what is that? I look like a fish. Like, how is that helping my mascara get put on?
You should not wear makeup to the gym. I mean, I don't care you're ugly.
Other than the gym, I can't think of other times you just shouldn't wear any makeup. To bed?
Don't wear makeup to the beach.
Like in school, you probably shouldn't have a ton of makeup on. But I say, f it. You love it, just wear it.
I think you should wear makeup every day of your life, especially when you're giving birth. You want your baby to come out and think you're perfect.
I had a boyfriend comment on my makeup once, and I realized that he had no idea how makeup worked.
I don't really know makeup that well, I have to admit. So, I mean, anything that's like Smashbox, Max, Trish McElvoy, Bobbi Brown is really nice. They have a good line. Fresh, Clinique is good. Kind of can be a little heavy.
A guy can't talk to me about makeup. I don't want to hear anything you have to say about makeup, guys. Sorry.
They love to pretend that they just love the natural look. And then you question them, you're like, what do you mean natural? And they're like, you know, like Kim Kardashian? They literally don't think she's wearing any makeup. They have no clue.
Girls, we need to learn this. Your friend is a reflection of you. So if she looks stupid with makeup on, guess what? Everyone's gonna think you're stupid too. So fix your friend's face immediately.
The best way to tell her is to say something nice, like, oh my God, every time I see you, I get so hungry because your face looks like cake.
If I have too much makeup on, I think I would want my friend to tell me, but I'm pretty sure once she told me, I'd be like, you don't know what you're talking about. I look good.
Welcome back to Guy Code. We're giving the ladies the stage this time around on That's What She Said. We're talking about listening.
If you want a happy girlfriend or a happy relationship, you have to be a good listener.
Guys are terrible listeners. I think that half the time their brain is somewhere else. They're not really focusing on what they should.
All guys are terrible listeners when we're listening to stuff we don't want to hear. I think that's a human thing.
When a guy says what right after you said something, it's just so annoying.
If you want me to listen, then just mention a guy's name. Oh yeah, work today, like it was weird, like I'm doing this and that, and then, but it was really nice. This guy Brad came and helped me. Who's Brad? Who? Brad? And then I listen.
Girls know when you're not retaining the information because they could quiz you later.
You'll quiz a guy? What, you have a Scantron sheet? You go, well, you did not do very well. I didn't know there'd be a quiz.
You just have to sit there and nod and make us feel better. It's really simple.
One way to trick girls is to repeat back facts. Oh, is that Danielle from yesterday's story? Yeah, you remembered.
Sometimes guys, they think that they're helping the situation by, giving their opinion, but it's not necessarily always the best.
Don't really talk unless she's asking you, well, what do you think? Then you can talk. But if she's asking you to just listen.
If you're not gonna want me to respond, just get a rock and put some googly eyes on it. I'll go do what I was planning on doing, and he'll be there all day.
If a guy is listening to me, he should never look off into the distance. He should always stay focused on me.
You don't want me to just give you constant eye contact. This You want me to do this the whole time while you're talking to me? That's creepy. You don't want this.
Always be on her side by what you're saying. Inside, you could think she's a crazy bitch, but don't ever let her know that you think that, because then it's like, she'll turn a bitch to you.
I agree. As someone who's tried a few times, well, he's kind of right when you think, do not say that.
If he's sitting there listening, there's gonna be a reward. The girl's gonna feel more close to him, more connected, and that leads to other things.
Are you trying to say if we listen, you'll our Is that what you're trying to lie? That's a lie.
Whether you're single or taken, we all need a girls' night to get our mind right.
Girls' night out is a must, honey.
It gives you a chance to catch up on what all the hoes been up to in between the girls' night outs. This is who you're banging now? Damn.
Every guy knows when it's girls' night out, the only reason they don't want fellas there is because they're gonna go out touching ding-dongs and looking at guys waving their wieners around. And I don't like it.
Girls' night out, not for boyfriends. You got those other nights. And they all have their little special nights with their dudes where it's like, oh, we're doing stuff with our balls. Don't come bother us.
The worst thing is if you get out and you all have like a tight black dress on and like black heels and like a sparkly element.
I'm so happy to be out. It's been so long. That voice happens.
Best people to invite on a girls' night out, you have to have that one girlfriend who just does not know her limits because she is that evening's entertainment.
I have this other friend who, like, every time we go out, will get super faced and then always accuse people of drinking from her drink. My drink was not like that when I left it.
My ideal girls' night out are like my not so cool but really fun friends, because that's where I'm at. Not very cool, super fun.
If you want to make your girls' night uber successful, have a pregame, destination, go somewhere where everybody can afford to drink.
When you go to girls' night out, you need to go to the alpha female's house and have her check over your wardrobe and say, I'm not gonna be seen in public with you in that. And then she'll change your clothes into something she has that's better.
The worst part of girls' night out is when someone cries. I feel, I think, I need, I can't, I want, why? Shut the up and have the shot.
This is my girls' night out, is I'm out with my girlfriend and she's on the phone texting her boyfriend the entire night.
There's always that one ass that's like, everybody else got 2 drinks and I just got 1 drink, so what are we gonna do? I'm like, we're gonna split it evenly, because we're friends.
Vomiting is always bad, because you have to hold the hair back and make excuses, especially when the bitch just does it at the bar. She doesn't even have like enough of a mental trigger to know to go to the bathroom. She's already gotten too drunk. She's just like, and then he left. Blech.
Girls' night is more fun when you're single because the world is full of possibilities. And girls will enable each other. Wear it. Talk to him. Call him.
I think the girls who are in the relationships actually like it better at the end of the night because they realize, oh wait, this is why I settled for my boyfriend.
I feel like the inevitable outcome is that the single girls will get drunker and start to resent the girls in relationships out loud. Like, oh, poor you, you're so in love. Or at least I'll do that. I will get drunk and make fun of your relationship.
Girls' night out always ends after that last meal. And at that point, you're exhausted, your hair's up, you smell, your makeup's off.
For me, girls' night out usually ends with me passing out, fully clothed with all my makeup on and like clutching a bag of Dunkin' Donuts.
I love you. You're my favorite person in the world. And that is the sound of girls' night out ending.
We here at Guy Code know how important a man's mobile device is. That's why we've seamlessly merged masculinity and technology. The Guy Phone.
The Guy Phone is built on a foundation of features that men know and love, complete with standard no-effort texts like, "Sup, you up?" or "Still out?"
The Guy Phone comes equipped with a vivid 27-megapixel camera. It also utilizes custom filters, such as six-pack, bulge, Zac Efron face, and Valencia.
Wait, why is everybody wearing turtlenecks?
we've eliminated the phone's memory altogether. So any texts, phone logs, Twitter DMs, any evidence of thirst is deleted immediately. The guy phone ain't no snitch.
Why don't I get a turtleneck? Was there an email sent out about this?
We are proud to introduce the ultimate in mobile device security. The Tip Touch ID sensor. Simply remove your penis, gently press it against our patented sensor, and your unique mushroom stamp will unlock the device.
That's actually easy. There's one more thing. For the first time ever, we've created a phone that's not only smart, but it's super horny.
This phone got a working vagina.
Are the lubrication settings to your satisfaction, Lil Duval?
Other features of the Guy phone include booty call autocorrect, condom finder, condom assist applicator, condom removal assistant, iTunes, fat friend control, batch crazy girl identifier, unnecessary lie tracker, Candy Crush, open toilet GPS, and many more.
The Guy phone, allowing you to do whatever the f you want.
Well, I got my turtleneck. Guy phone.
But first, cheek to cheek and fart to fart, you've been through some real together. Butts.
Butts. Butts. Oh my God.
Butts are having a heyday right now. Big booty is everywhere, celebrated, but like just because it's cool doesn't mean you have one.
The fake boob trend in the 90s was the same exact thing. Like everybody wanted those big giant fake plastic boobs that sat in that weird way. Now no one likes them. So maybe people will not like big giant butts, like fake ones eventually. Right now, they love them though, I'll tell you that much.
My mom's always like, I don't understand why everybody wants a big butt. I had a big butt and everybody always made fun of me. And it's like, stop bragging. Mom.
It's great that big butts are in, so enjoy it. Because next, it's gonna be noses. I have a feeling.
Lots of different types of butts. We got the mom butt, we got the apple bottom, we got the pear bottom. It's always food, which is ironic because food is usually what makes it change size.
Some girls can shake their butts without even like really moving their lower body, which is amazing to me.
It reminds me of the cat on Sabrina the Teenage Witch. Like Salem,
no one's
where
ever
like
said that.
someone in the other room is controlling your ass.
My butt's like my best friend. I feel like it's my hype person back there being like, Shannon's cool, check her out, woo-woo.
I had one person ask me if I could balance things on it. Then I went home to investigate, and I can.
It looks different when you have on jeans, because it's kind of constricted when you have on jeans, but then when you pull your jeans down, this bust out, and then they see what you're working with.
If my texting and sexting looked like the mail delivery at Hogwarts, there would be about 8 billion owls flying in and out of my apartment window, just holding pictures of asses.
Just looking at my back, you're like, not interested, not interested. And then you get to my butt and it's like, hi, I'm Jamie's butt. Feed me a bagel.
I can really squeeze those butt cheeks together and make like just a force that cannot be broken. Try to stick your finger in my butthole. You can't, right?
I could.
No, you can't.
I don't
Try.
know. I can.
No.
Oh, no, that's good. That's a good clench.
You can't.
That's good.
Butt cheek clencher Annie Letterman.
The biggest problem I've ever had with my butt is cellulite. It's annoying because when you have dimples in your cheeks, people go, oh, that's so cute. But then when you have them in your butt, they're like, ew.
The biggest problem I've ever had with my butt is probably like pooping, diarrhea, being allergic to a lot of foods, lots of disaster zone issues. Also, I had a leech on my butt once in a lake.
The biggest problem I've had with my butt is I knock it off tables.
I have like a normal sized butt, but I feel like some clothing stores, it's a huge butt.
Overall, I do like my booty. When I lost a lot of weight because I was really sad, it was really a sad booty. You know, it like lost a little weight and it was kind of droopy. But I made it happy again, did a couple squats, built my self-esteem back up, and guess what? My ass is right back where it needs to be.
I feel like girls are obsessed with their butts because they feel like, guys are more obsessed with their butts than we really are. Like for me, for example, like I don't need a big, voluptuous booty for me to be like, that's a nice butt. A butt's a butt, and I'll take it. So just be proud of your butt.
I don't really have a preference on guy butts. The smaller the better, just because so I don't have to see them.
I love like stick thin, scrawny, like nerd butts. I love it. If your jeans are like falling off, nailing it.
I hate when guys only work out on top and they're like really buff on top and then their legs are really skinny and their butt's really small. It's like they're like Arnold Schwarzenegger on top and Tiara Thomas on bottom.
When I see a guy with like nice sized legs and a nice sized ass, I think of a horse for some reason. I don't know what that's about, but I do. And when I think about horses, I think about power and I think about strength, you know? So when I see that, I'm like, oh, I bet he's so powerful down there.
All these straight guys with these really nice big butts. And I'm like, stop wearing cardboard boxes for pants. No one can see your butt. Show off your butt.
I will show you guys my butt. Should I stand up?
Pull your pants down.
You want to put my pants down? You guys want to see my butt? Sometimes I walk like this, so like if I'm walking by a girl, like, and I want them to see my butt. And then sometimes you gotta just like do this, you know? So, you see what I'm saying? Jeans are key.
It's crazy to me. There's so many straight guys with these big, bouncing butts, and then they have no interest in them.
Yeah, it's just there. I don't know. I'm straight. I get whatever I want.
They say women make the best teachers. So listen up and pay attention to That's What She Said. We're talking about kissing.
Kissing is so important. I mean, if someone's coming at you with like a weird pokey tongue or something, like it's not gonna happen and I'm not gonna get.
Guys really need help with kissing sometimes. Like they have no experience. How are you supposed to learn? Through the internet?
Kissing feels nice and all, but we're not in it for the kissing. Kissing is what you guys want and need before we can get what we want and need.
I think if a girl wants you to kiss her, she's for sure gonna be super close to you, touching you, grabbing you, like laughing, ha ha ha, right into you type thing.
If you're giving each other a goodbye hug and she holds you for more than 2 seconds and she like rubs her like chin against your chest and she's like, that means she wants to hook up with you.
I didn't know that. That's really cool. I wish I knew that back when I was 18 years old and I was just going in kamikaze. You know what I mean? Like, literally, when I was a teenager, it was just, I hope she wants to.
Tongue is just a little extra thing. Don't use it too much, but make sure you use it.
Yeah, it's totally an accent. Just like a little, like every once in a while, like a little, whatever.
What stone cold sober person is weighing the perfect amount of tongue? That was good, but was it the perfect amount?
Guys just get too aggressive. Like, they get so overly excited. So they, like, try to get the whole tongue into your throat. And you're like, what are you trying to, like, reach back here? Like, there's nothing.
My tongue is always making believe it's gonna make out. So when you start to make out with me, that's it. You're in the fun zone. It's going, it's whirling around, it's clown time.
What I do is I always hold the girl's head with 2 hands.
Like a savage.
Yeah, like a sippy cup with my ears and handles. Make sure you don't smash faces or do teeth. When you go and you hit teeth on teeth contact, that's very painful.
When she goes for the tongue, you do the tongue in the same tempo. And then if she goes aggressive, you go aggressive. But you gotta, like, follow her lead on the first time.
When a man's kissing me, I'd like his hands to be somewhere, maybe my ass. I mean, if we've been together for a long time, just go for it.
I'm with that. Hell yeah, thank you for the heads up.
I don't think you should lead with the butt, but you know, make your way down to the butt and make the girl feel sexy and pretty and like touch her a little bit and then you can grab her butt because we know you like butts, guys, we know.
I want to grab your ass when I kiss you. I want to show you that I'm aggressive, that I'm an aggressive man that can't be, I'm an untamed lion. I want to do that. But I feel like every time I do that, you knee me in the balls.
They're weird and uncomfortable, but also wonderful. Penises.
Ooh, have you ever wished that you had a penis?
Yeah, you guys took a direction that I was not expecting with that question.
Penises are very scary. They're always like a bunch of different colors. They always look like a tie-dye t-shirt from like Coachella or something, right? Why are they ombre?
All genitals are pretty disgusting. It's pretty funny that we like, you know? Was that a golf clap or are we smushing our genitals? You choose.
Penises are sensitive beings. You can hit a penis or like
the wrong way, and they'll be like, ouch, and you'll be like, oh, I'm sorry, I was trying to do the pleasure stuff. I'm so sorry I did that to your penis.
Penises are so sensitive. They're just like writing in their diaries, complaining about everything. It's like they're so butthurt all the time. What little pussies penises are.
I can't really demonstrate unless I have something to demonstrate on.
You should not grip it like this.
You don't slap it around.
It's not a cat toy that you can...
You gotta just let it goes like this.
Don't verbally abuse them. You suck!
Well, no, I guess it would.
No, seriously, look at that. Imagine that was your penis.
Is the camera seeing it? Not at all? Okay.
Just like,
No.
oh, that was really worse for me.
That was really, I smelled that.
Hello, is anyone there? That's how you end up alone. That's why I'm alone.
No, I'll take it.
Ew. Oh, Lord. Sometimes a penis will not do what it is supposed to do.
They could fast. They could not be excited.
I had sex with this guy, and he was like really nervous. And then it was just like, and it was like those poppin' fresh muffin things. And I was like, what are you doing? You just mushed a bunch of muffins, it feels like. He was like, I'm not really ready yet. I'm like, well, what are you putting it in there for? Because you said to put it in there. I'm like, well, I didn't mean put in the muffin penis.
Another thing that can go wrong with a penis is premature ejaculation, which is, you know, you're not even close and he and you're like, oh no. They're like so ashamed,
They're
and you're
so
like
ashamed.
a little bit like,
I'm pretty.
I'm so pretty.
I feel really pretty right now.
That's the nicest thing a guy could ever say to a girl, is finishing without control. You took control of my body. That's Professor X type stuff. I'm trying to tell my body, don't do this. I'm thinking of my grandma's feet. I'm thinking about all these disgusting things to not finish, and you took control of my body and made this stuff come out of me.
Your had other plans for me and my penis.
Last time we talked about penises, we didn't mention balls, but they should not be ignored. They're the two family members at every party that you kind of have to give attention to by default.
Balls are gross. Balls are fun. I'm getting over balls.
No girl, I don't think, ever in the history of the world has ever been like, hey, can you hold that back so I can get at them balls?
Yeah, you know, the balls get no respect.
No respect.
Because they're ugly.
The outside is like a grandma's neck. It's all like blah, blah, and then like it's like she swallowed 2 golf balls that got stuck in her throat, and they're just like blah, blah, blah.
Like the hard-boiled egg without the shell, and like if you put it inside of a little teeny water balloon and then you tied them together and stuck them in between somebody's hot-ass thighs with hair all around them. That's what balls feel like.
The most upsetting balls are the ones that are bigger than the and you're like, oh, Lord, this is not fun. They are, those are the worst.
Blue balls is what I like to call a urban legend where guys convince girls like, like to have sex with them because if not, they're gonna be in pain.
I feel like girls feel all of this pressure to like make sure that they handle the penis correctly or he's gonna be let down and he's gonna be unsatisfied. And guys were never raised to fear the vagina.
Right.
They're just like, oh, punch it.
Punch it till
does
it's
that
good.
feel good? Oh, it doesn't? Well, it's okay, because I so whatever.
Even if you do get off after a 2-hour-long dry hump, that pain is still there in your balls. So it's just, yeah, it's horrible.
Girls, let me tell you something. I think Schultz is just giving you a little guide code because he's trying to make it easy for us brothers. I don't think blue balls really exist.
I have succumbed to blue balls so many times in my life, and I've had enough. Are your balls blue? Go to a doctor or go to a bathroom. I don't give a
Well, I found the source of your problem. It's your box.
Well, what about my other box?
Other box? You didn't tell me you had another TV?
I'd love for you to screw your big cable into my box.
Can't do it. Not in the work order. But I tell you what, I put a phone call in. We'll send somebody else out 1 or 2 weeks.
Life without porn.
Where's my hammer? Where is my hammer?
Oh, hey.
Hey.
How much do I owe you?
Well, you got a large pizza with extra cheese, added sausage, which comes up to a grand total of $14.69.
69. Do you have any extra sausage for me?
No, you only asked for extra cheese, so that's all I brought.
That's too bad.
Mm-hmm.
Here's a 20. You can keep the change as a tip.
Thank you.
You got a tip for me?
Matter of fact, I do. If you want to reheat this, put it in the oven. If you put it in the microwave, it's gonna be soggy.
Life without porn.
You gonna take this? Goodbye.
How's it going?
Oh, not so good. Your transmission is definitely blown.
Being blown doesn't sound so bad now, does it?
Oh, it's bad. It's gonna cost you $2,000 at least to fix. Not to mention your brake pads are completely bald.
I've got something else that's completely bald.
Your tires. Yeah, I saw that. I think you could ride those puppies out for another 10,000 miles.
I bet you've got something I could ride for 10,000 miles.
Nope. The shop does not provide transportation while working on your vehicle. You can contact your insurance provider, though. They'll get you a vehicle.
Life without porn.
Do you want to have sex or not?
Absolutely. So if you just bend over here, I'll come around that way, and then we'll figure. I think that's good. Does anybody have some grease?
Are we doing Webster's definition of bitch? Because if we are, bitch is a female dog. If we're using hood terms of a bitch is like a woman with an attitude, who's all of this.
A bitch is... Can we say bitch?
I'm not mad at the word bitch. I know there's some girls out there who are like, oh my God, you said bitch? It's like, calm down. It's not that big of a deal.
I call my friends bitch. At the same time, after I do it, I'm like, I should stop doing this. This is not good. This is not helping women progress as a group. Hey, bitch, you look good. I hate you.
It was a bad thing at one point, but probably like my mom would be like, oh, did you hear they said the B word? And I'm like, Mom, that's a good thing. You're a badass old bitch.
Also, the opposite of being a bitch is being a sweetheart. Who wants to be a sweetheart? Sweethearts don't do They change nothing. Bitches make better.
There is a right way and a wrong way to use the word bitch. Right way is like, I'm feeling kind of grumpy. Sorry if I'm being a bitch today. The wrong way is like, I am a hot-ass bitch, and I will get what I want.
You shouldn't call somebody a bitch if they're just like late for lunch, because then it's just like, what are the standards here? But if somebody like knifes you, they're a bitch.
How hard was the B emphasized? Because if it's like bitch, or if it's like bitch, that's like, whoa, okay.
You know you're using bitch the right way if they don't bleep it out on this show. So it could either be, hey, bitch, or this. So you tell me which one was fine.
Like, you know how like you have a friend where someone's like, ugh, I don't think she likes me. She's like kind of a bitch, right? And you're like, oh no, that's just her face.
There's a disease that plagues many lovely young women around the world that is called bitchy resting face, BRF. I know some really lovely, kind-hearted people who just have bitch face.
No.
When somebody calls you a bitch, you get offended because you want them to think of something more creative, but deep down it kind of hurts.
When people call me a bitch, then I turn into a bitch because it just triggers it. You're like, oh, you're gonna call me a bitch? I'll show you how bitchy I can get. My bitchiness wasn't even turned on.
Guys should never use the word bitch. It just sounds so offensive every time they use it.
If you're just a straight dude, like, stop being a bitch, and it's like, ah! And like everything stops, and like the mailman drops his mail.
When we use the word bitch towards a woman, it's really not that bad. All we're trying to say is, hey, you're being really mean to me.
So you're a teapot, right? And you're on the stove. You're just like this on the stove, chilling. You're not even hot right now. And a guy calls you a bitch.
We're taking more ownership of the word bitch, and we're taking the negative connotation out of it.
I try not to use the word bitch. It's just like the N-word to me. And the reason it's just like the N-word is because we can use it amongst each other, allegedly, even though I choose not to do that either. And as soon as somebody else uses it from another race, then we get upset.
I hate it when it's used like in rap music and stuff. It's like, my bitch this, my bitch that. Write that down. What a great song.
As far as I'm concerned, men never owned it. They tried, and they can't have it. It's our word. It's us. It's for powerful women. It's good.
So what? I'm assertive. I know what I want. I want it done a certain way. I have an opinion. I have a voice, and I'm gonna exercise all the above. Thank you. Have a good day. Thank you very much if you have a problem with it. Boom.
Don't get too comfortable, guys, because she's already moved on. We're binge dating.
Let's call it what it really is. It's app-related. You know, it's just having sex based off of JPEGs and characters. That's it. You ain't nobody but a little thumbnail that could be swiped to the left or the right.
I'm gonna go on 3 dates this week, 2 dates next week. I'm gonna maybe go out with this other guy again. You're just dating so much.
Think of binge dating like a flight of beers, okay? You've got this huge selection. Oh, here, ooh, this is a little chocolatey. I'm kind of into chocolate. This one has a lot of hops. Not so much into hops. This one has no gag reflex. That's the one for me.
The best way to start binge dating is an app. Any app. Like seriously, you'll just have a slew of them, just a stable of them. And you just keep them right there. And whoever bores you, you get rid of them, and then you know, pick up on somebody else.
And you just like scroll through the people, swipe left, right, whatever. When you match with them, you talk to them, you go out with them, you like them, you go out again, and then you find more and you keep doing it.
I know guys who set up dates with 2 different women in one day. A coffee date earlier on and then drinks in the evening, and them both. I wonder which one his soulmate is.
I don't know if girls are the new players. I think it's just shining a light on girls being players.
You don't go into it expecting to be a binge dater. It's like he's cool because these two are out of town a lot. Then this guy over here, he's like a friend of a friend. My friend wanted to set me up with him, but he's a little bit crazy.
There's always an I guess guy. You're just like, ugh. I just cut my I guess guy out. I'm like, no, thank you.
And it's just like, we have so much going on. I don't think guys can handle that.
Yes, girls are the new players, but I'm pretty sure every dude is okay with being played as long as he's getting laid. Ooh, that just made Johnny Cochran proud.
Location's tricky because let's say a guy has a lot of money, takes you somewhere really nice, right? You might think, oh, this means like there's something else to it. But no, he just has more money and that's just what he's used to. He's still a piece of
Do not be fooled by that one guy who has a beard and he wears plaid and he's like, you know what? Let's not go to the bar, let's do something crazy. Let's go to the bowling alley. It'll be so quirky and ironic. Guess what? That guy takes every bitch to the bowling alley.
Who has the money to date? Because you gotta pick up some of these meals. If you're picking up 3 meals for 2 people a week, you're looking at some serious expenditures.
My friend was telling me that she feels bad for guys because they have to spend so much money when they're playing the field. And I said, I want to barf because I don't feel bad for guys. They make more money than us.
The world we live in now, I guess, you know, girls, they should be paying for at least half of it. But if you went out on a date with me, I would absolutely pay for 100% of it, but I would also expect a beach.
When I don't like a dude, I will fight to get that check.
Yeah.
So it doesn't become, I'll be like, wait, hold on, give me, I need this.
Yeah.
And like, we were hanging out.
Just because a guy bought you a lobster and a bottle of expensive champagne, you don't have to him. You can literally go, this was delightful, thank you for paying. I got another date I gotta go to.